Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from JedCoburnus.com, and this is Talk Therapy. And it's where I basically think out loud. First 5 minutes is me versus my ego. Second 5 minutes is me with my ego. And third 5 minutes is just me. So if you fast forward to like 10 minutes, I don't really care. It's just me talking, literally thinking out loud, not worrying about what anybody thinks, says. And this is the point. It's basically like a glass being way full, and then you keep pouring water into it and it just overflows. So I'm basically emptying my glass right now. That's what this does. And I found out that driving in a car is actually very comfortable for me to do that. So I just always kind of hit record on a voice recorder. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time too, and I don't know why I said sorry, because really I'm just talking to myself. But it's pretty much what I do, is I just talk. I just let it all out. I let every thought kind of just come out, and that's okay. I'm not worried about what I say, not worried about what I think, because I just basically gets me back to where I need to be or want to be, or a combination of both. But today I've been thinking, today and yesterday and just lately I've been thinking a lot about what do I want in life? What do I want now? What do I want 40 years from now? What does that look like for me? I have no idea. But I have this observation, I have this thought that just won't go away. It's just a reoccurring, vision, and it just won't go away. And I love that I don't know why. I don't know, right? And I love it. So I'm loving the feeling, and I just let it go. So I keep seeing myself walking through the door of my gym. I literally see it almost every time I close my eyes. And I see it, and I walk in, and then that's it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I can start to imagine what it would be like to own my own gym. But it's funny because I eventually, I can't even say it. I can't see the first year of it being open. I can't see the second year of it being open. I can't even see the third year. It just feels like what I see when it's open is it's been open for 10 years. And I see people just doing it, right? Working out, and there's instructors, and there's people, and it's just a community of people that just continuously go. What does that mean? I have no idea. I don't know what that means, and I'm going to say it again, and I love that I don't know. It's just funny that I can't see the first 3 years. I don't know what that means. But eventually, I will. Because I think that's how everything gets presented to us. Not all at once. In bits and pieces. Kyle Cease kind of teaches that when you're looking for the entire picture, it's kind of like a GPS. The GPS doesn't go over the entire route first and then, say, okay, let's go. It gives you one direction at a time. And I think that's a big deal. I think just recognizing that. And I think that's what it might be. Is wherever this thought is coming from, my higher power, my mind, my inner intelligence, God, whoever you want it to be, is essentially showing me a destination. And I think that's motivation. Saying, okay, keep holding this observation. Keep thinking this one thing. And this is what you're going to have. I truly think that that's what it is. And this is why I do talk therapy, because this is reassuring to me that the only reason that I can't see the first 3 years of this gym being open is because it doesn't matter. I'm reverse engineering it in my own head, I think. What I mean by that is, once it's actually going up and running and all the fun stuff to get to that point, then what? Right? My own mind is pushing me past what I can even imagine is possible. Because really, opening a gym is a massive amount of work, massive amount of attention and time and money and all that fun stuff, right? But then what? I gotta get it running, then what? Am I gonna get bored of that? Is that truly what I want to do in life? I only get one shot at this. So I fast forward to the end in my own head and my mind, and my calling is getting me there, right? Saying, okay, here, you're there. Now what? Now what are you going to do? Are you just going to get bored and move on? If this is your true calling, get all the way to the end and see if it still is. Then we'll start moving. Then you can start moving forward. Because living in the future by new experiences and new thoughts is the only way to change who you are today. If you continuously live in the past, then your past self is your future. Then you're only predicting your future with your past self. If that makes sense, awesome. Because it makes perfect sense to me, and I don't care who anybody else if that doesn't make any sense. But the only way you can change yourself is to become a new person. Is to let go of the past, let go of the old self, let go of your old ways of doing things. Why would you think you can do anything new with the same set of skills? You can't. You have to learn new skills and actually unlearn old skills. It's part of the process. Your brain actually does it. You just don't know. It's called firing and wiring, right? It's neuroscience. It's brain health. It's knowing that every time you do something, you're firing new. Actually, scratch that. Every time you do something new, your brain fires new nerve cells. And then when you keep doing it, they fire together. They wire together. Nerve cells that fire together, wire together. And then you keep them that way. You get better at it. You create a habit. So what habits do you create every day? If you create healthy ones or unhealthy ones, doesn't matter what it is, you are the end product of your own person, of your own personality. And I literally am talking to myself, like, this is what I've been doing for, I don't know, maybe 6 months now, and I didn't even know it, right? I had no idea that I was even doing this. Like, everything that I said has come true. And it's awesome. Like, I didn't know that I had my own capabilities could get to this point. You just don't. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's a really good thing. So, I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that, but it just feels so good to know that I am in control, but I'm not at the same time. Like, I don't need to be in control. But actually it's not but, it's and actually, I am aware, right? I'm very aware of how in control I am. Gary Vaynerchuk, he had said this a long time ago that I heard in a video. He's got so many videos, I don't even know where it came from, but and he quoted it from he's from the former Soviet Union, so that's where originally he's from. He came over here when he was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. But anyway, so this quote is, man has a plan and God laughs, right? Really, it's what it is. Like, if you have a plan and you you only do that plan with the set of skills you have right now, like, you're screwed. Obviously, if you know yourself enough to adjust that plan to your higher sense of being, then you got it figured out. Then you got it. But if you have no idea what you're doing and you're just trying to get this plan going, then what are you going to do? Man has a plan and God laughs. It's awesome. Like, it completely makes sense, because what happens when we're in our own way, right? Like, you try to control every single situation, like, you get into it, you get in the way, and you don't let anybody else, you don't give anything up. Then what happens? You set it up in your head, and none of it happens, and you start to get really pissed off at life and really bitter. And you're like, man, nothing ever goes my way. You're like, oh, I just can't do anything right. Or why even try, because I won't get it anyway. Have you had that happen before? Yeah. Let it go, right? Let it go. Get out of your own way. Literally, get out of your own way. Think about what you want to happen. And keep thinking about it, because that is how our brains work. If we continuously hold the observation of what we want to happen, by universal law, it has to happen. That's it. The only thing that gets in the way is our own head, because time, right? Oh man, that takes too much time. Why do that? Are you kidding me? You only have one life, right? Let me remind whoever's listening, I am literally telling this to myself. That's why I hit record. That's why I do this. Because then I hear myself and go, oh yeah, yep. I'm reassuring myself, reaffirming with these affirmations that I'm telling myself every day. I meditate every morning. And I reinvent myself every single day. Why? Because that's how it works. If I don't reinvent who I am going to be today, then I'm going to be the same person that I was yesterday. And that is not a good feeling. Not that I don't like who I am today or yesterday. It's just, if I want change to happen for myself, then I have to change every single day. And that is how you find inner peace. That's how you find peace in general. It's nuts to me to think that I was doing anything like this, that I wasn't doing anything like this before. Because science tells us that by the time we are 35 years old, we are basically all wired in, and our habits are formed, and it's really hard to change after that. Not to say that we can't change after the age of 35, but once you hit 35, it's harder to change. So if you're over 35 and you're listening to this, it's okay. There's still hope. But what happens is people wait until a tragic event, like you get cancer or somebody else dies or you get in a car wreck or whatever it is, and then you start to think like that. Why wait for that? Why create from a place of devastation or stress or reactivity? And why not create from a place of pure, I don't even know what to call it, because I don't know what I do. I create from a place of pure openness, pure creativity. Like, you want to become somebody new every single day. And if you knew that every day, and I'm talking to myself here, if you knew that every day, without skipping a beat, like you would just think about who you wanted to be and it would happen, would you skip a day? Dare I say no, right? No, you wouldn't. So there it is. Like, just keep doing something every day to scare yourself. Keep doing something that's outside of your old self, because that's how you become the new self, your new self. That was a little over 15 minutes, but that was a good one. I liked it. So my tagline is always this: if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. And whoever listens to what I do, the Cobra Nation is what I've dubbed it, because Cobra-ness, right? Cobra Nation, why not? Cobra Nation, like, comment, and share, man. Like, let me know what you are going through, because you are the only reason that I do what I do. What's going on in your world? What can I do for you? What can I learn from you and for you so I can help you? And as always, stay safe out there. Be blessed. Hop on my newsletter, jedcoverness.com/newsletter. Bye for now.